Whatnot shared their end-of-year data trends report. I love keywords and research and marketing, and when you can niche it down to the app you're selling on. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go to that article and we're going to go over it, and we're going to see which of those words is trending most out of all of them. And I can give you guys those secrets today. So let's get started. BTW, if you're wondering what the picture wall is behind me, that is Pink Beanie Club from Whatnot. I sold a bunch of pink beanies, and we are doing a customer feature wall of everybody who wanted to share their picture. That is my fun community and friends on Whatnot. But we're going to go over, I just pulled up the 2024 Whatnot live shopping trends page, and we're going to go and see exactly what's trending. So it says, imagine a marketplace where every purchase feels like a celebration. Every seller is a storyteller, and every product comes with a narrative that deepens its meaning. Welcome to Whatnot in 2024, where your shows have transformed commerce into something more meaningful. A vibrant tapestry of entertainment, connection, story, and storytelling, woven together in real time. As Whatnot's global community grows, buyers aren't just browsing, they're immersing themselves. On an average, they spend 80 minutes a day watching live streams and make 10 times more transactions than users of other peer-to-peer marketplaces. In 2024, this engagement reached, oh my goodness, unprecedented heights. Live shows sparked over 1 billion chat interactions between buyers and sellers, and more than 10 million giveaways celebrated buyers across the platform. This isn't just about transactions, it's about relationships, trust, and shared experiences. As we look into 2025, search trends on Whatnot point to key themes shaping the future of your business. Authenticated collectibles emerging as alternative assets, storytelling deepening connections, and category lines blurring as live shoppers diversify from cards to rare plants, vintage fashion to ancient coins. It says, now let's explore our trends report below for insight into what your buyers are into and where the market is headed. So this says, changing the game, women athletes become collectors' most valuable players. Interesting. That's right, Caitlin Clark is super popular. In a world long dominated by male athletes, women are not just stepping onto the court, they're taking over the collectibles arena. WNBA related shows surged by 1,500% this year. Caitlin Clark demand soared by 2,400%. Wow. WNBA searches increased by 870% year over year, highlighting a powerful new force in the collector market. WNBA autographed cards demand doubled as collectors snapped up the signatures of the league's emerging icons. And then it goes on to say, the rookie revolution. I don't sell in the card category, so I honestly couldn't tell you. I just wanted to kind of browse through this a little bit and scrape some pieces out of it. It shows you exactly these names and how much they're trending for. If you're selling in any of these categories or have any items related to these on Whatnot, you're going to show up in those searches. So make sure you're really using these keywords and adding them to your listings. Next is saying niche interest meet fandom. Whatnot's platform brings once fringe sports into the spotlight, cultivating vibrant collector bases around unconventional categories. It says Kaboom card, and then it says golf collectibles searches rose over 30%, reflecting an expanding interest beyond the traditional powerhouses of team sports. The golf category is growing a lot. I've seen a lot more shows there. I sell in the women's contemporary fashion category mostly, and so it's really good to branch out and really see what's going on in the app. You never know which category is going to be your favorite. You have to give it a try, and if you have items related to that and it's like a passion for you, it's definitely good to try out. It says tennis card demand jumped 200%, turning a formerly niche category into a new terrain for passionate sports card explorers. I've heard so much about the plant category too. It says plant parents go premium from windowsill to waitlist. Let's read this. It says the premium plant market highlights a broader shift towards intentional high-value collecting. I can't even pronounce these plant names, so I'm going to let you guys read them. Whatnot's plant community is setting new benchmarks for plant appreciation and cultivation in 2025. So then it goes on to say, I don't know anything about plants. I have one house plant, and I'm just trying to keep it alive, okay? I am honestly so impressed by anybody who sells plants in the reselling world, because I've bought a couple online and I'm fascinated with how they ship them. You know, I complain about selling clothes. I can't even imagine shipping a full-on plant. Hey, if you have a passion for it, amazing. Looks like plants, cards so far. Now we're getting to something I might know a little bit more about. If it's high-end brands, probably not. It says the comfort conquest, fashion's new freedom. This gotta be related to the fashion category, obviously. It says, in today's fashion landscape, shoppers demand style on their own terms, favoring brands that deliver comfort, celebrate all body types, and embrace sustainable production. The athletic luxury boom. Performance wear is dominating, merging comfort and style. Halara, I am familiar with that brand. Halara searches jumped 200%, signaling a rising star in dynamic, trend-driven activewear. Nike, I love Nike. Love it so much. Hard to source because I will get it once in a while on my palettes, but when you go and you do retail arbitrage and try to find some on sale at the store, it's a little more difficult. If you're a thrifter and you can find Nike, I'm telling you, when I've sold Nike pre-loved pieces, they get bid up too. Honestly, just a good classic brand will always do well. It said Nike demand rose by 180%, as Carhartt interest also grew by 180%. Halara is a little bit newer to the trend in the past few years. Nike and Carhartt, those are brands that have always been popular in the reselling world. So that's great to hear that they're still getting growth after this time. It says also grew by 180% as resilient workwear redefined everyday style. And then it goes on to say, inclusivity leads the way. The fashion landscape is expanding to embrace all consumers. Plus size fashion interest surged by 140%. Good American searches doubled. That is Khloe Kardashian's brand, right? Adaptive fashion inquiries rose by 45%. Nostalgia meets sustainability. Vintage fashion is seeing a resurgence, blending cultural nostalgia with eco-conscious choices. Vintage category on Whatnot does very well. There's some people with some really cool pieces. I wish I knew more about vintage. I need to do more studying because I am clueless with it. Men's retro styles climbed by 35%. Designer vintage demand grew by 65%. Oh, it looks like we're moving on to the sneaker category. Another category I actually enjoy watching sometimes because they're really, upbeat and energetic. They usually have a lot of fun giveaways. Storytelling sells. The next chapter in sneakers. The sneakers aren't just about brand names, they're storytelling platforms where nostalgia, innovation, and cultural synergy shape desire. Travis Scott collaborations soared by 200% in the search volume during key product drops. And it says, running into the future, performance footwear gains momentum. As consumers seek comfort, innovation, and athletic authenticity, performance-focused running shoes are carving out space in the sneaker landscape. The shoe shows on Whatnot, these are in the women's contemporary and the sneaker category, so popular. They will have the most people in the shows. I get shoes on my palettes every once in a while, but I'm not a full-on shoe seller. But you can get some really good deals even if you just want to shop. When I've gotten Hoka and On Cloud, like it says next, the price they sell for is insane to everything else, on the shoe palette. So 2 very good brands. So if you ever can find those anywhere, I think Preowned sells really well too with those. And then goes on to say, sustainability steps forward. Eco-consciousness is reshaping consumer choices and driving new standards in sneaker design. And then it goes on to explain the coin category that I know nothing about, but if you have any inventory or interest relating to this stuff, definitely check it out. I'm just trying not to make this video too long. So magic categories, I'm telling you, if you're like, what can I sell and whatnot, just go on the app and you will see tons of different options. So we'll read this last part and it says, as we move into 2025, trust, storytelling, and diversification are at the forefront. Graded items are essential, storytelling drives deeper engagement, and category lines are blurring as collectors diversify their investments, from Pokemon cards to rare plants and gold collectibles. The future of commerce is live, connected, and personal. Whatnot leads this transformation where every sale is a story and every purchase builds a relationship. Live stream shopping isn't just redefining retail, it's shaping what comes next. I'm going to show you guys my little keywords tool I use right here. You've probably seen it in my other videos. I use Keywords Everywhere, which is a Google extension, and I pay for credits because I love to research keywords. So what I'm going to do is it's going to pull all the keywords from this article that are trending, and we're going to see what the top trending words are, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Quick minute to load. Okay, now it is pulling up. I'm going to fix the screen a little bit so you guys can see the words. You guys can't see the percentage on the other end. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when I pull the screen over, there is a percentage. So I'm going to sort these and you guys won't see it, but I'll still read them off in the order that they are. This keyword tool is kind of just telling me what's trending right now. Whatnot might be looking into research that's slowly growing, but we can see what's growing the fastest with this tool. And so I'm going to sort it by trending. It's starting off with when you pull keywords from a site, could have made a huge list, but I just scraped it from the whole blog. It's going to show a lot of like generic words that are pulled because obviously those will trend more because they are just single word. So what I'm going to do to make this even better and more helpful to you guys and me is we're going to narrow this down to 2 words and up, because that makes it more of a long tail keyword, which will give us more of an idea of what words they're really trying to point out in this blog. But not obviously is a keyword. Now this is where it gets interesting. So I sorted it by 2 words because it's always good to have, more than just one generic keyword. So these are phrases we're looking to use. These are going to be phrases you want to use in your social media and listing. It looks like vintage fashion is taking the lead from the subjects of that blog. Then we scroll down, Whatnot Live is trending. Alternative assets, like precious metals, is up there. Star Wars is trending. They're already giving us the keyword. Reading this blog, they're giving you that information, but this is just diving in a little bit deeper to see what is also trending on Google, so your Whatnot listings can show up on Google searches very well. You can do all this research by yourself. I'm just showing you kind of an idea of how I go about that when I research keywords. This would be really good for my fashion category. It says everyday style, athletic performance is trending. Putting these keywords in your titles and descriptions, mentioning them in your show titles will go a long way. Plant enthusiasts, women athletes, Pokemon cards, obviously, rare plants, live shopping, and you just keep going down: fashion, landscape, authenticated collectibles. So it's starting to slow down in the trending, but as you can see, all of the categories that they mentioned were at the top trending. So they know exactly. If you use this keywords app, you can see more into it, but I think it's more the most important information to grab from all of this, the actual keywords themselves. We're not paying for ads or any of that stuff. That's Whatnot's job for advertising their marketplace. We're just trying to rank well. They're telling us these items are trending, so that's exciting to look into. So think of those ideas coming into the new year. If you have any inventory that relates to that, or if you sell in those categories, go read that article and take some keywords from that and use them in your own stuff so you can rank higher. This was a really different type of style of video for me. If you guys found this content video helpful, let me know. If you sell on other platforms, you can go to their blogs and look what's trending on there. I just want to give you guys an idea of how simple it can be to see what's trending on your reselling marketplaces to help benefit you. Obviously, when you're using keywords, don't put them on listings that have nothing to do with it. You're not gonna attract the right buyers in niche who you need to sell those items. Use them wisely, use them in the listings that actually relate to those keywords. Researching trends is huge in the reselling world, something I try to do at least once a week. Thank you guys so much for watching.